What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Midday with Shay McCray. And of course, the show is going well. And you know, we have some amazing guests on the show, but we haven't had a doctor yet. Yes, I said doctor. Author, restaurant owner, used to own lounges and all that good stuff. So I would like to welcome to the Midday with Shay McCray, Dr. Princess Lomaxx. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, you know, I have to give up, big up my doctors and stuff. Yes. So first, before we get started, because you do a lot of things with Crabs R Us, but we're gonna get into that in a second, because girl, you know I love me some seafood. But you're a doctor? You started out doing this thing, making six figures, wrote a book. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so I'm a doctor. I'm Dr. Princess Lomaxx. I started off from the bottom, of course, as a CNA, became an LPN, went back, got my associates as an RN, got my bachelor's, did the master's program, became a family nurse practitioner, went back and got my doctorate degree. And you know, outside of the medical field, I'm an entrepreneur. So I do multiple things. I wrote a book teaching nurses how to make six figures.
Yes. But don't they do that anyway?
No, especially pre-pandemic, no.
Because they just want to work part-time, right?
No, it's not that. It's just a lot of states don't pay us, especially Georgia. They pay nurses starting off at like $20 an hour.
A nurse? You talking about RN?
Registered nurse with a bachelor's degree, right here in Georgia. They want to get them $20, $24 an hour. That was pre-pandemic. Post-pandemic, things are kind of moving up, but no, they're not. Just like teacher salaries aren't what they should be, neither are nurses. So I had a lot of people asking me, as a nurse, how was you making all that money? And I'm like, let me just write a book about it and teach nurses how to make six figures as a nurse.
Okay, so what's the first trick of making six figures? I mean, you got to work, right?
No, I don't want to give all my little tips away. I need them to go to www.princesslomaxx.com and get the book. But definitely one is getting specialty. Get you a specialty. Become certified in something. You make yourself more valuable. The more certifications you have, the more valuable you are, the more money they're gonna have to pay you.
Well, that's in anything you do. You become a specialist in anything that you make more money, right? Yeah. So that makes sense. That's a good one. That was a good free one. Y'all gotta buy the book though. That was a good one. So the book out right now, so y'all can get it on all platforms right now.
Yes, it's on Amazon.
Okay.
And also
your website.
My website.
Okay. Now you are the owner of Crabs R Us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Seafood. I love seafood, girl. Listen, especially during the pandemic, I think all of us were ordering the little crab bags, the broils and all that. And it's just like, it's become very popular recently, you know. So how did you get into the crab business? I'm gonna call it the crab business because you gotta love crab and know about it in order to get in it. Am I right?
Yeah, I got a couple of friends who got seafood restaurants in Chicago and Detroit. And all of us had sports bars at one time, and they kind of transitioned. Diamond Sports Bar in Chicago and Red Kiva nightclub in Chicago. So they kind of transitioned from the sports bar life to the restaurant seafood life, and they really like it. So initially I didn't think about it, and then one day, you know, during the pandemic, I'm working and, you know, just got this message, I'm assuming it's from God, and it was like, open a seafood restaurant, call it Crabs R Us. You know, I was all excited, called my girlfriend who's making a whole lot of money in Chicago with the business, and the one in Detroit is making a lot of money, and told them the name. And one of my friends was like, I don't like it, but I'm like, I don't know where the name came from, so it had to come from above, so I ended up sticking with it, and I birthed Crabs R Us here in Atlanta.
I know that's right. How is it opening up a business during a pandemic, especially a seafood restaurant?
Oh, honey.
Give us the real, because a lot of people be going off this Instagram stuff, and you know, I mean, the business alone is a difficult one, the restaurant. Now we're talking about crabs.
It wasn't easy. It was not easy. One, I made my menu with prices before I even checked the market analysis.
Really?
So I'm kind of underpriced right now.
Oh my goodness.
Because I made the menu without even checking the market, and crab legs has skyrocketed.
It's definitely skyrocketed. I told you before, I used to eat king crab. Before I used to get king crab for $40 a pound or whatever, cluster, whatever they sell it for. It's $80. Guys, ask me when last time I had king crab.
You know, it's funny because we're no longer selling king crab because I would have had to double my price, go from $40 to $80. And I'm like, I don't want to charge anyone $80 for one big king crab. So for right now, we're no longer selling king crab, but we do have the cluster still.
Yeah. And why is that though? Is it because you can't get it? Is it because of the pandemic, the market? Like why?
You know, they saying supply and demand.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a huge supply. There's a huge demand for it. There's less of a supply. They put it on the pandemic, but to be honest, I feel like right now they just want to inflate everything just to make more and more and more money. So they're price gouging and doing things of that nature. Wings a case went from $49 a case to almost $150 a case. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because you also sell to the non-seafood lovers as well, right?
I do.
Yeah, you have a bag with the wings in them.
I don't have a bag, but I have wings, and you can get different type of flavors. We got hush puppies, French fries, onion rings. And we cook it all separately, so you don't have to worry about it being contaminated with the seafood for those that are allergic.
Now, this is something I got on you about. Yes, you can get all that good stuff, but girl, your lemonade is the bomb. I need to know, what is the specialty in that? Is that your special recipe or something?
Honestly, we make everything, including a lot of our drinks, in-house fresh.
Okay.
So, you know, the lemonade and the strawberry that get mixed with it, it's a mixture of how we making it. You know, even our orders one order is cooked at a time. Everything is fresh. Everything is made with love. Yeah. So, you know, you gotta love it.
Look, I love the made with love. It's amazing. Right now you do happy hour.
Yes.
Okay. And how's that going?
Happy hour is going good. On Tuesdays, we're doing happy hour from 6 to 8 p.m. and we're going to start incorporating a little karaoke. So, you know, for those that can sing and want to sing and think they can sing, come on through for happy hour, half off all drinks. And then Wednesday through Saturday, happy hour is a little extended from 5 to 8 p.m. Okay,
okay. All right, so you like it so far? How is it treating you?
You know, it's challenging, especially during the pandemic when everybody want to be their own boss. Sometimes people not showing up
for work. They don't want to work no more.
Girl, so for a couple of months, I was in that kitchen myself, you know, cooking all day Friday, all day Saturday.
Yeah, because these are your specialty. You don't do it the best. These are your recipes,
These are my recipes, and I'm in there cooking, and I'm like, God, this ain't what I signed up for. I was supposed to have cooks to come in and do this so I can move on to my next adventure. Yeah. So I did get stuck for a few months in the kitchen. Thankfully, I have family that came here also from Chicago that's helping running it. So without them, I wouldn't be able to continue to do other things. So I'm grateful.
This is going to be a crazy question, but I'm pretty sure it's happened. You ever had a chef try to change your menu or your recipe?
Girl, I had a chef who came in and told me I had 24 hours to look at his changes or else he was out.
No way.
Nigga, you want to make changes, go get your own restaurant.
Not 24 hours?
He gave me an ultimatum, 24 hours or less, I'm not working for you anymore. I didn't even reply back. I'm like, you could have kept this text message.
But why is that though? Why do chefs come in and they try to change up a restaurant menu or something? Because sometimes you go to a certain restaurant for that certain thing, you know? I know I do. I have my thing. I'm kind of like, you know, repetitive everywhere I go. I go here for this for this, you know. And it's like you get to this restaurant and they no longer sell this.
And it's because they hire these chefs. Most people go into the restaurant business and say, hey, I'm gonna hire this chef, I'm gonna let them create my menu and we're gonna be happily ever after. And when a chef quit, they have no menu. So for me, I'm no chef, but I can cook. I come from a line of women that can cook, a line of generations that can cook. So I created everything myself. I personally really don't hire chefs. I hire cooks to just cook the food the way I want them to cook it. Cook. Because I don't need anyone to come in and say. And there's a difference,
people. They need to know. It's a difference. You got cooks and you got chefs. Not to, you know, devalue the cook, but chefs are creative. They're more of a creative mindset. They come in with their own recipes and thoughts and so forth.
Which I'm okay with that. You come in with your own recipes, you want to change something, come in with some money too and come in as a partner.
No, not change nothing. How about add to it?
You can add, you can change, but have the money to become a partner, not just a worker.
Yeah.
You work for me.
Because you're making executive decisions at that point, right?
You're working for me. So you want to make some decisions, you want to make some changes, come in with some money and you can get a percentage, and hey.
Yeah, that's what's up. Well, I've been there. Amazing food. I love it. I love crab and all that good stuff. You have also this mac and cheese, that lobster mac and cheese that you put crab in it now.
It's actually a seafood mac and cheese. Yes, it's so cheesy, so delicious. Macaroni has always been one of my favorite dishes, and at the sports bar I had, we would do soul food, and everybody was like, oh, we love the macaroni. So I just incorporated some seafood to it, some lobster and some crab, and people love it.
What's your special ingredient? You're not gonna tell us?
I'm gonna tell you like this: you can give a person the recipe, that doesn't mean they're gonna have the sauce.
I know that's right.
So honestly, I do share recipes with friends and people that have restaurants. I don't mind sharing.
Okay.
I feel like anything God gives me, I'm equipped to give it back to someone else.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to get into no restaurant business, but I definitely need that lemonade recipe. That is the bomb, girl. And I don't drink juice. I drink nothing but water, or Red Bull, stuff like that. But anyway, love it. Please let them know where they can get down there, Jimmy Carter.
Okay, Crabs R Us is at 7140 Jimmy Carter Boulevard in Peachtree Corners. It's 15 minutes north of the Buckhead area. The drive isn't too far, so come see us.
Okay. Well, before we move on, because there's something else I want to ask you about, because you also do weight loss too. But we at our point was the question of the day, all right?
Okay.
So this is where we get to know you a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, some secrets and stuff. Right. So I'm not picking a question, you will. Okay. All right? You have to reach in the box. Uh-oh.
I read the question or you read it?
You read the question.
Okay. Has social media ruined relationship standards? If you're not strong-minded in who you are, social media would definitely ruin your relationship standards. But for me, I'm confident. I'm strong in who I am. I've never been a follower, so I choose not to follow. I stay in my own lane. I create my own lanes. So it has not affected me in the way it's affected other people. But I do know some people, they feel like they got to keep up with this person and that person they want to be, and I'm like, slow down, baby, be yourself.
Well, you have you have a high presence on social media right now. Do you find people try to imitate or be like you, or say, hey, just because of you're just really doing you?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because I'm one of the people, I don't even look for that. And if you do try to do something like me, I'm like, okay, cool, I set the standards.
I know that's right.
I'm okay with you want to dress like me, act like me, behave like me, go out and get a higher degree like me. I'm all for it.
I know that's right. Buy the book.
Push you up.
Let me teach you how to make 6 figures.
Yeah, I'm gonna elevate you. I have sisters in my DM all the time. Like, how did you do it? You went back to school. You was an entrepreneur. You party every day. So how was you studying? I made it look easy, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was a lot of hard days. But
they even ask you if you partying every day?
Because people watch me on social media and they be like, for years, they like, girl, we didn't even know you was a nurse. All you do is party. I'm like, yeah, that ain't your business. Because I didn't really post personal stuff. So when people start doubting who I was, I said, let me start posting. So when I got my master's degree, let me post this. And they like, well, oh, you got a master's in nursing? We didn't know if you was a nurse. So when I got my doctorate, it was like, oh, it's your doctor now. Yeah. But I didn't miss a beat with none of the events, none of the partying. So I made it look easy, but there was some days I had to buckle down and say, no, I'm not doing anything. But I was a person that would fly in from another state, literally be in the club with my laptop, finishing up a paper, close that laptop, and then turn up.
I know that's right. Turn up. If you can't enjoy life without enjoying life, why are we here, right?
My philosophy is, what's the purpose of being alive if you're not living? I am going to live my life no matter what people say. I'm going to live.
Right. I know that's right. Well, congratulations on everything. Listen, I love to see our sisters excel in the world and just continue to keep going. But before we get up out of here, you also have a weight loss line?
I do. I have a line called Diamond CBD.
Yep.
And what that does is it changes your bad fat into good fat. It boosts your metabolism. For some people, they say it decreases their appetite. I'm personally down 30 pounds. And every time I start to gain weight, let me take this CBD to drop this weight again. I got too small at one point, and everybody was looking at me like, what's wrong with her? She's sick. And I'm like, I sell weight loss products.
Exactly.
I use my own products.
Of course.
So, yeah.
Unlike that, the other stuff they do, the tea, the TT. What is it, that tea they be doing?
Well, you know, actually, now that they've incorporated CBD with that, it actually works, but the tea is a detox. Yeah. And what people fail to realize is, the tea is going to detox you. You still have to take other things and work out and eat healthy to keep the weight off and to lose more weight. The tea is only going to detox you and get your system going. It's up to you to do the rest. People think that the tea is, it's going to just make me lose all this weight and keep losing weight. No, the tea is to detox you. You have to do your part so that the weight can come off and stay off in a healthy way.
I know that's right. Look, she's schooling us on top. That's the nurse in her, y'all. Thank you so much. What is it? Dr. Diamond Princess or Diamond?
Well, you
Princess
know, on
Diamond?
Instagram, Dr.Dr.Diamond002. So a lot of people call me Dr. Diamond, but my real name is Princess. So Diamond is my alter ego. Princess is my real name. So it is Dr. Princess Lomax. But for those on Instagram that call me Dr. Diamond, I love it. Or Dr. Diamond Princess, I love it.
It's still
either
me,
way.
right? Let them know. It's still me.
Yes.
Please let them know how we can keep up with you, your journey, how we can get on down there. Crabs or Us.
Yes, come
happy hour.
See me. Crabs or Us. Let's do this happy hour. Come down on Tuesdays for happy hour from 6 to 8 p.m. We're going to also incorporate some karaoke. And also Wednesday through Saturday happy hours 5 to 7 p.m. But we are open Tuesday, Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Wednesdays from noon to 8 p.m. I can be reached on Instagram at dr.diamond002. Crabs are Us is crabs, the letter R, the letter US _ And
the book.
My book and any of my weight loss products is www.princesslomaxx.com. And also, you can get my book on Amazon. We teaching nurses how to make 6 figures.
All right, you heard it here first. All right, thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. And we making Midday with Shay McCray. We're going to make this the #1 podcast in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right. I thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate the love. This is my cancer sister, y'all. I appreciate you guys for tuning in here again with me, Midday with Shay McCray.